You don't know how much your mind is actually working to create the world around you. Every solitary thing you see and experience goes through layer after layer of thought and recognition, pulling from memories, beliefs, expectations, and everything else that you've ever encountered, deleting and adding things as it needs to build an image as much as possible, so that by the time you actually experience what you think is the present moment, the moment has come and gone, and you're left with just this existence inside your mind. And because of this, you don't know what the present moment actually is. It's not the video playing in front of you with images moving across the screen. It's not the life you're living every solitary day in a very real and physical world. Because the moment you know it, it's already passed and it's become a memory and a thought of the world. Because your mind is always creating and interpreting reality. Everything you see and experience is how your mind decided to interpret it, requiring it to go through everything it previously knew, understood, believed, and remembered, and build the world you engage with around it. Thus, the present moment, this eternal now, isn't what is happening right in front of your face. It's the ever-forming reality that is taking shape at the speed of light that turns quadrillions of atoms into the corporeal form that we witness every day. It's the creation of reality, the formation of life itself, a dance on a cosmic scale so glorious that it encompasses all of existence. To be in the eternal now is to be in the very flow of life, where you're not the doer, nor are you the observer either, but rather you are the actual force itself taking form. The eternal now, then, is not something that you ever experience because you do not exist. You are a fiction of your own mind, a creation of your own thoughts and ideas about who and what you are. And in embracing this fiction, you are kept away from the eternal now because you cannot consciously process the present moment. It is something you can only surrender to. But no one truly understands what it means to surrender to the present moment and to trust life. In our go-get-it hustle culture, the idea of surrender means to quit and give up, to let your life be lazy and undirected, to lack focus and to be a failure, all of which for society is considered absolutely horrible. But all of this is the noise of the ego that wants to keep you from seeing the illusion of its own non-existence. The truth is that you are never not in the present moment. You are never not in the now. This is what is always happening. Every choice you've ever made, every direction your life has gone, everything that has ever happened, good or bad, right or wrong, painful or loving, any of it and all of it was part of this ever-creating now. And I get why this is hard for so many people to experience, because it means letting go of the idea that you are in control of this life, that you are the maker and doer of everything that happens in your existence, that you are responsible for the good or bad, or that those that hurt you were responsible for their actions. There's something painful in the thought that all the horror in the world is playing out just as perfectly as all the love. And to be in the present moment completely is to let go of this notion that anything is in control, which takes away all the success from those who succeed and all the hope from those who failed, because they misunderstand what the present moment is and what life is, and what it means to truly surrender to it all. Just as the images on the screen shift in form and take shape in front of you, as they change and move and come to life, so does our existence form. When I say that one only experiences the present moment in surrendering to life, it doesn't mean that you give up on living. No, your life as it's being lived has always been lived in the present moment. Your life right now is the present moment, constantly taking shape and form. The desire for change that motivates you, the needs that drive you, the thoughts that flow into your mind for you to do something. All of those things are your life in the present moment. Your life will take whatever path it takes, regardless if you surrender to it or not. Every choice you make will be the only choice you could have made in that moment at that time. All the thoughts and pains that come with second-guessing everything that happens in your life are just an illusion. But when you surrender to life, what you find is not that you give up on living, but rather losing the worry and concern and sadness over what happens in life. To live in acceptance of life and what it has to offer allows you to also accept what it takes away, understanding it's all part of the same experience. You can stop worrying about what will come and stop the sadness over what has happened. When you do that, when you truly give yourself over to life, the changes that come aren't earth-shattering in the way we like to think about changes. You find that everything that was once work becomes like play, that life becomes a game never meant to be taken too seriously, that you can appreciate the glorious moments and understand the tragic ones, living life without the need to define the life you're living, embracing everything in its perfection, letting go of the idea of all that you are, opening the door for all that you can be, letting go of all that you know so that you can be open to all that you don't, leaving behind the worries about life having to be something different, and ridding yourself of the belief that there is something that's missing from you. The universe doesn't make mistakes, and you're playing out life on a scale that no one can truly comprehend, an existence for which not a grain of sand is out of place, for which there is no separation, no you or I, just this ever unfolding moment of time and space, this existence, this now, the eternal present moment. And when you truly embrace the truth of this moment, letting go of all that was the identity, letting go of all the need to define reality, you realize instantly and permanently the truth of existence. You are perfect and complete.